It continues to be good news for the Edmonton Oilers. Just a couple days after signing Connor McDavid to a shocking 2-year contract extension at an extension of his current contract, $12.5 million, the Edmonton Oilers lock up Mattias Ekholm for what is likely the rest of his NHL career. 3 years, $4 million per. How did they get Ekholm to take less? With the salary cap going up and everything, oh my goodness! Well, the easy answer is he's 35. And by the end of his contract, he'll be older than 35, he'll be 38. But, and this applies to most of the things that the Oilers are doing right now, who cares about a few years from now? Here's what the Edmonton Oilers currently have. This season, the season after, and the season after. What happens after those seasons, who knows? And who cares? Oilers could be 3 cups deep by then. Maybe that's aggressive, but I already planted my flag when McDavid signed his contract. The Oilers are winning a Stanley Cup over the life of his deal, his new deal that he signed. So here's the deal. Evan Bouchard's contract extension just kicked in, $10.5 million this season. Obviously, that's a significant raise. Going forward into the next 2 seasons, though, Connor McDavid's $12.5 million stays flat. Jake Walman's $3.4 million goes up to $7, but Mattias Ekholm's $6 million goes down to $4, negating a big chunk of Jake Walman's raise. All of Bouchard, Nurse, Walman, and Ekholm are signed for this season and the 2 seasons that follow. The cap is going up. Skinner, Pickard, and Ingram are expiring UFAs. You do the math. Draisaitl's locked up and he's not getting a raise. McDavid's locked up and he's not getting a raise. Hyman's locked up and he's not getting a raise. Nugent Hopkins is locked up and he's not getting a raise. Frederick is locked up and he's not getting a raise. Even for this next season, Mangiapane is locked up and he's not getting a raise. And Janmark. So far, the only guy getting a raise next season is Vasily Podkolzin, and it's not even that big. He's going from 1 to, it's not even 3, it's 2.95. You've got a young cost-controlled guy like Savoy. You got a young cost-controlled guy like Isaac Howard. There is a lot to like about what the Oilers are doing. But Ekholm specifically, how good is he? Over his time in the NHL, he's been one of the more underrated and preposterously consistent defenders in the league. A 6'5", 225-pound defenseman who scores. Who doesn't want that? The only real cardinal sin that he commits is shooting left-handed. Beyond that, he's essentially the perfect defenseman. He had 9 goals and 33 points, scoring at just over half a point a game last season, and then he battled injury. The Oilers found a way to win in the playoffs without him, and then when he returned, he gave them 7 games played, 6 points in those 7 games. I know Ken Holland gets a lot of mixed reviews in Edmonton, but this move was a banger. First of all, it's crazy the Oilers got the Predators to retain salary on Ekholm for as long as they did, even though it wasn't that big of a retention. Nashville's so weird. They're run so strangely, and the Oilers took advantage of that. And in terms of what the Oilers gave up, Reed Schaefer looks good in the minors, but he hasn't played an NHL game yet. Tyson Barrie retired. The first round pick the Oilers gave the Predators in 2023 was 24th overall, and Tanner Molenbeek looks good in junior so far. And the 4th rounder the Oilers gave the Predators in that deal was actually flipped to the Lightning in the Ryan McDonagh deal. As in the Ryan McDonagh deal where the Predators gave McDonagh back. Just, again, a deeply weird team. He's huge. Bomb of a shot. Really solidifies the Oilers' D-core when they badly needed it and allows Evan Bouchard to be Evan Bouchard. For all of Evan Bouchard's warts, and there are warts in his game, some of the most elite offensive defensemen of all time have warts in their game, but they've had a partner who holds it down for them. When Ekholm is with Bouchard, it's the best version of both of them. Adding to Ekholm, I don't think people are doing the math right on the Oilers with Jake Walman. You realize they have Jake Walman all season this year, right? And yeah, he signed his extension, but it doesn't kick in until next year. The Oilers have Jake Walman for $3.4 million, and they got him all year. They only had him post-deadline last year. Yeah, losing Zach Hyman sucks. That sucks. While he's out injured, That sucks and is no fun, and did I mention it sucks? They still need to prove that they can get saves consistently, but I think the Oilers are going to be A-okay. Even if they're not A-okay, they've had awful starts each of the past 2 seasons and were more than fine. They went all the way to the Stanley Cup final. What guys like Mattias Ekholm and Connor McDavid have decided over the last couple days is the team that gives them the best opportunity to win the Stanley Cup this year, next year, and next is the Edmonton Oilers. And here's the thing, they're right. Will they be proven right is the question. What do you think of this deal? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like to tell your friends. Mattias Ekholm remains an Edmonton Oiler.